Hello, folks. Greetings of the day. My name is Sharada Prasad. Today, I'm just inviting you folks for this 40 hours of course, which we've been conducting for last 3 months. Cloud services for machine learnings. We would be diving deep into compute services, storage services, network services, identity, and continuous integration and continuous deployment of your machine learning workload on AWS cloud infrastructure. AWS machine learning services and a complete machine learning suite of offerings with a use case would be this time it would be in banking. Then we would be touching upon blockchain services and AWS offerings for blockchain. And in the end, the quantum computing introduction and AWS abstraction for quantum computing. So guys, here, this quantum computing is one of the latest buzz in the computing era, and perhaps it's one of the most talked about topic in computer science this time. However, that quantum computing is not going to replace the classical computing, which is again, disrupting many things around. Definitely be complementing that old classical computing. Right? So after this course, you would be definitely differentiating that how and where the quantum computing would complement this classical computing. Right? So come and join the first ever batch for machine learning, blockchain, and quantum computing. So perhaps if the instructor is a passionate, experienced, qualified, certified, and highly motivated mentor and teacher. About Tachyon knowledge, with the support from universities, industries, and startups, it has shown a different approach towards technology research and learning. And the best way to learn is by doing. I'll be just walking you through the quick roadmap for this 40 hours course, a unique course, first ever batch. The background: loss of essence happens in natural to digital transformation. Everybody is talking about, the transformation and all. So I'll be starting from this point, and I'll be now reading out this roadmap, guys. The loss of essence happens in natural data to digital data transformation. If there is no loss of essence in mapping, transformation, or transforming natural things to digital, then it may be termed as godly transformation. The main actor here is data. That's why we call it king. Data is king. As human civilization is advancing, value, variety, velocity, veracity, and volume of the data is changing. So let us call it big data. The king has many incarnations. If we are talking about the king, then where is the queen? No, we should say, where are the queens? The king got married to computing. If data processing is computing, then big data processing may be called cloud computing. Processed data may be called information, processed information may be called knowledge, processed knowledge may be called intelligence. Human civilization is further advancing, therefore, more disruptions are expected. Are we ready for those disruptions? I guess no. We need to go beyond the intelligence. So, what is beyond the intelligence? Making machines intelligent is definitely a step beyond intelligence. How do we make machine intelligent? By making the machines learn by itself or machine learning. As we said, that data is changing. Why is data changing? How data is changing? Who is changing the data? These sort of questions every now and then comes to mind. Let us talk about one very important thing about data, and that is the stakeholder of data. If a data is getting changed without its stakeholders' knowledge, then that change may be termed as illegitimate. If data changes are time stamped with its all stakeholders' permissions, then those changes may be termed as legitimate changes. Public and private data may be the two categories of data a well established human system may have. Bringing transparency in data transformation has been a desire of humankind from day one of the data age. Blockchain as of now brings that transparency to data transformation. Ethereum is a blockchain product example. However, frameworks for Ethereum or Hyperledger Fabric on AWS may be the quick abstraction to start with. Now we are happy with the transparency in data transformation. Let us look at the speed, cost, and accuracy of data things. In the beginning of this write up, I have mentioned the godly transformation. We are here to achieve godly transformation with quantum computing. My discussion here in this is not to dive deep into quantum computing. However, I will talk about the available abstraction for accessing quantum computing. Imagine bracket as of now abstracts quantum processing units of D-Wave, IonQ, Rigetti, bracket TN1 and SB1 simulators are great choices for the researchers. When should I use CPU and where would I need QPU? We can draw an analogy between when should we use CPUs, the classical computers, and where would I need QPUs, quantum computers, and when to use Yamaha SA221, one of the least expensive tractors, and where would I need case IH Quadrat 620, one of the most expensive tractors. In fact, we need all, but can we afford it? Or is it really worth to buy all what is needed? So come year 2021, eager to see all of you there in 2021 in this very the first class of the kind. This batch is, again, I'm emphasizing here, AWS focused, and most of the underneath compute infrastructure we would be diving deep into would be from AWS. We'll use AWS Cloud Platform and services for the projects, and rather I'll say project. We have a single project throughout. Right? To register, you can use this link, and I look forward to see you guys there in the batches as per your convenience. So this course will run throughout this 2021. So we have 12 batches in fact. And if we have more registration in one particular batch, particular month batch, so we will be accommodating those registration in the subsequent batches, right? And if in case we have more registration, so we would be taking 2 batches in a month or maybe more than that, right? Thank you very much. And I look forward to you guys there in this very special batch of cloud computing for machine learning. Thank you very much.